Sultan of Sokoto says, and I quote, "Release this man from prison. Nigeria is on the edge." Sultan of Sokoto Idris Abubakar issues strong warning over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's detention. Igbo Igbo mma mmanụ biko ya mara nwoke mma mara nwaanyị mma o. Onye ọbụla chiri ebe o chiri ya zero. Ọ ga-adịrị Okeke mma, dịrị Okafọ mma, dịkwara Okorie mma, dịrị Okonkwo mma. Ife anyị bịara ebe ọbụla anyị na-aga na ebe ọbụla anyị na-anọ na ife anyị na-achọ onwe gị na ife anyị eri nke ọ naghị eri ya ha abịa. Arọ 2025 o rurugo n'isi njedebe. Some days now I fere 2025 aka. Anyị ekele Chukwu oke abịa ma onye mere anyị afọ ụbọchị nke taata. Wee na-edukwa anyị wee na-aga. Wee mekwa ka abụrụ ndị ya afụkwa ọgwụgwọ arọ nke 2025 a. Ekele dịrị onye nwe anyị. Ekele dịrị Chukwu oke abịa ma onye a na-akpọ ofu ugboro ọzọ ya ugboro asaa. Ife a na-ayọkwa na 2026 bụ ọ ga-adịrị nwoke mma, dịrị nwaanyị mma, dịrị Okeke mma, dịrị Okorie mma, dịkwara Okafọ mma, dịrị Okonkwo mma. Ife ọbụla anyị kpọwara anyị ga-ere. Ife ga na-abịa n'ụzọ anyị wee ife ọma nke ọbụla bụ nke ọjọọ anyị ha abịa. 2026 ọ ga-akarị 2025 mma. Ebe ọbụla anyị aga na 2026 ife anyị ga na-afụ ihe ndị oyibo na-akpọ favor. Anyị na-eje anyị na-anata favor onye ga na-eso anyị. Ewekwara onye anyị ji nke onye anyị ji nke na-amara ama biko ya ghara because asa agwa elu na-agwa igwe ya ma agwa ha ya ha ebu. Ọ ga-adịrị anyị mma na eke n'orie na afọ na nkwọ na 2026 site n'afọ Chukwu oke abịa ma onye pụrụ ihe niile. My people, it don't shele, it don't happen. In fact, it don't faga. There is so many questions flying on the air. The first question there is, why must it be Sokoto that Trump decided to attack first? Because as far as I know, as far as you know, as far as we all know, Sokoto is the least of disturbed state among the northern elites. What is happening in southern Kaduna, in Zamfara state, in Kebbi state, in Borno, have nothing to compare to. I mean, they don't have anything to tell me you have to start from Sokoto first. We are thinking that if they want to strike, they are going to start from Sambisa Forest, which is in Borno, Meduguri. So these questions now still triggered this call for release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the Emirate, Sultan of Sokoto. Is that what they are not telling us? Are they trying to buy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because this question have repeated itself since that incident. Why must it be Sokoto? I don't know whether yes, everybody knew that there was an attack, or rather there was an invasion, or rather there was a carry-out operation by the government of Donald Trump on the ISIS, right, camp somewhere in Sokoto. But they are claiming that the place is an empty land. Imagine Adamu Garoba. So I look at the guy's face, I say, oh, do you know what is happening now? Let me just cut that the other story short. Do you know what is happening now? They never believed that these people can be buyed. They refuse to give the casualty numbers because, my brother, if northern elites hear it, because they are the one training all those bandits. Forget about whatever they say on National Assembly. Northern elites, cabals, are the one training all these bandits, buying all those sophisticated weapons, courtesy of Saudi money. They are preparing for jihad to make sure that anything that has to do with Nigeria is Muslim. So the number of people, you can imagine what do you call him, Shegumi, Coming out now, the people who have been talking, coming out now begin to tell the whole world the reason why Trump is attacking the North is because Trump supports the vision of Nigeria. In fact, Trump supports Biafra. Or rather, he said US support Biafra. Even during the Biafra war, the US are the ones who fight alongside with Biafra to make sure that Nigeria is disintegrated. You can imagine that rubbish. Which is the typical lie. And when they will lie, make all this kind of lie, they will go and speak it in Hausa language. Yes, I know there is translator. But what are they hiding? Why can't they make that broadcast in general language? Not that they cannot speak English. Just like what happened when Malami kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was brought back to Nigeria and he went on air to speak Hausa. What is he saying? Somebody might interpret it. But why can't they make that same statement on the general terms so that all over the world can hear it? Because some people who matters might hear all these things, but they will not call for an interpreter. They say it doesn't concern them. But what it is English, they will listen to it twice. Unless the ones who have a PA that understand different languages, who can be able to say, Baba Oga my boss see wetin dey happen see wetin this man talk they don't go kidnap somebody from so place You dey feel me? When you speak that language, some people hear it, they will not pay interest. They say if this thing is of a national importance, I think the person would have put it on a language that everybody will understand. You can imagine. So the question still lingers on the air. Why must Trump and his men attack Sokoto first? That is the subject of the matter. Let us read the article. Please, as you are watching, follow us on all our social media handles. Subscribe to one and our only Okute Daily Talk YouTube channel. Like, share, comment. Please do that ASAP. Nigeria at risk. Sultan issues urgent warning. The Nigeria at risk. Sultan of Sokoto issues urgent warning over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's safety. The Sultan of Sokoto has reportedly cautioned the federal government, warning that Nigeria could face serious consequences if Nnamdi Kanu is not released. But let me ask, is he from his mind or they just want to play politics? So that when they buy him, the words you will hear now is that Sultan, after all, Sultan cried. Are you hearing me now? I don't understand. This thing just knocked my mind now. You are calling for the release of somebody who want to divide the entity you have already captured. You said it belongs to your ancestors. And you are calling for his release or transfer. Because Trump attacked. I am beginning to sense a foul play. You hear the smell. They are concluding on how to buy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hear the smell, my brother. They are buying time. I repeat, they are buying time. What he's trying to do now is just to hold the Igbos and the Fulani government or whatever, or whoever that will be interested in the case, just to hold them at ransom. Because when they buy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they are the one that will buy him. When they buy him now, they will come out now and say, after all, their Muslim leader cried and tell government to come to come locate this guy because of attacks that is happening. My brother, help me connect the door. These people have concluded arrangement on how to buy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have concluded arrangement. This is just a job. Anybody can say it. Just like a thief who come out now and see where you misplace or something, and he will tell you, that will see where you keep this thing. No good, though. No, be say when you begin to look for it now, and I go to find who to blame. You understand me? And you where they take the thing, you don't come do quick to remove that thing from where you misplaced it, or rather, where you mistakenly kept it. And that same person who cried to you that he should know what to do today will turn back and steal it. And when you begin to look for him, he will be the primary suspect because of his way of life. But if first of all tell you that look at you misplaced or something, oh, he will turn back and steal it. When it is time to ask who steal it, you will not have the mind to ask him. If you ask him, he tell you, after all, I told you when I saw it. And there's nothing you can do about it because there's no any CCTV camera that captured it. That's exactly what Sultan or Søķøkø is trying to do now. They will just cry out now, come and release this guy, you transfer him, and they will buy him. And when you complain, they will tell you, after all, we cried. Nobody hear our voice. And I pray, may he never be such plan. That is my own prayer. That is my own prayer. I don't know about you. If you watch this video, get to this point, just pray. May he never be so, I think, because this was just my own assertions. But I believe, as an old man that sees far, even more than what the young ones can see, my brother, these my assertions might turn out to be 95% real. Somebody who went to the inside the bush and go and knock something there, boy, he still run out, come at the middle of the road and begin to ask who knocked that thing. That's exactly what these guys are doing. What these guys want to do. They want to buy Mazen Nandukanu because they raise alarm already and then come out and begin to ask you who buy him. Let us continue. He was quoted as saying that preparations have been made for his people to leave the country, and that is his private jet. That his private jet is on standby. According to the statement, the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu was described as a dangerous situation that could escalate if not handled carefully. The Sultan allegedly warned that the Igbo people have the capacity to destabilize the nation, but have so far shown restraint out of respect for God and humanity. He further emphasized that he has publicly called for Nnamdi Kanu's immediate release, stressing that failure to act could push the country toward irreversible damage. The remarks also referenced the long history of resilience and resistance among the Igbo people, portraying them as determined fighters who grow stronger under pressure and are committed to seeing struggles through to the end. Yes, that is whom we are. In the midst of stress, that is when we strive. In the midst of stress, a pure Igbo man with an Igbo blood, that is when that Igbo man sprang up from nowhere. In the midst of stress. You can imagine the kind of stress that zoo called Nigeria is giving to the Igbos, but they don't give F word. They don't give F. You understand me? They don't give F. Under stress and duress, Igbo man stands like a bulldozer with hunchback. And they move. 1 million of you cannot pull him back. You know, bulldozer is have a very big weight. 1 billion of you cannot pull him back. That is an Igbo man for you. Igbo man was created just like a robot. Tireless. Stronger. Energetic. Let us dissect the comment section, my brother. Peter Joseph said, Tinubu is last president of Nigeria. Believe it or not. What I have been echoing since, double L, life or last president. I have said it earlier on. Don't forget. I am Igbo, but nothing will happen if they don't release him. Okay? People reply to him. Let's see. Colin said, Igbos don't know people like you. Asun. Blessed said, my mama say I be Igbo. Okay. Kingsboy said, all I know is that the relationship and the oath Hausa and Yoruba people have will end in Tinubu's reign. And not true, they talk. Neki Go said, please, is this man Sultan of Søķøkø aware of this post? No news. Why are they afraid of the visit? Let's go our separate ways. Marriage, no be by force. My people, now here we go take back break here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Monday, and it shall be well with all of us. Please like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. And if you hear my voice again, today, Monday, is going to be fire for fire. ka Chineke mezie okwu.